Okay, now in this video we'll do matrix representation of symmetry elements. Okay, okay, all of you know what is matrix. Matrix is a rectangular array of numbers or symbols for that numbers. Okay, so for in symmetry syllabus, I mean starting with the first lecture till today, what we did, we have represented all point groups or all geometries of the molecules in terms of some symbols, we can say. We have not used any numbers till now. Okay, but when we are going to do matrix representation, at least for few symmetry elements, we are going to use characters, that is numbers. We are given certain numbers for certain symbols, we can say, from symmetry. Okay, now we'll do matrix representation for each symmetry element. For example, matrix for identity, matrix for plane, matrix for axis for C2Z, C2Y or C2X, or improper axis of rotation. Even for that matrix we will do. Okay, but before going to that, all of you must aware with little bit mathematics. We are not going in detail of the maths, but little is needed, and which all of you have done in S5BSc itself. What is the matrix representation for, I mean, what are the different types of the matrices, and where we use in mathematical calculations and all that. But at least for symmetry representation, we are going to use scalar matrix or square matrix, we can say, and which will be of 3 into 3, I mean 3 columns and 3 rows with numbers we are going to use. So first we'll do identity matrix. We are going to follow one simple method, that is how we perform operation. Similarly we do. For example, we'll choose coordinate system x1, y1 and z1, and here when we perform any operation, for example we perform identity operation. So this is, we call it as the initial representation, and finally we'll end up with x2, y2 and z2, and we call it as a final. Okay, this way we do. When I have to write in a set of matrix these representations, what I do, x2 is equal to x1, I mean end coordinates I'll write after performing operation. Y2 will go, I mean at the position of, and z2 is from z1. Okay, initial and final coordinates I have written. If I have to write equation for this, so what I'll do, x2 is equal to 1 x1 plus 0 y1 plus 0 z1. Y2 is equal to 0 x1 plus 1 y1 plus 0 z1. Okay, and z2 is equal to 0 x1 plus 0 y1 plus 1 z1. Okay, so this is after operation, and if I have to write matrices for this operation, what I'll do, in one square bracket x2, y2 and z2. This by this style actually we represent matrix. Then I'll write actual matrix over here from above equation itself: 1 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 for y2, and 0 0 1 0 0 1. Okay, and here I'll write in second column x1, y1 and z1, which was our initial coordinates. Okay, so this is the way to represent. And finally you can write simply identity, two implants, and simply represent identity matrices, that is 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So this is the identity matrix. So this way we can represent all symmetry operations one by one by starting with plane,
Rolling.
Okay. Now we'll do next matrix is sigma matrix. Okay, sigma matrix plane. Now for plane we are going to choose sigma xy, sigma xz, and sigma yz. These three planes we'll choose. So everything will be same. Just here you have to write reflection because that is the operation sigma, and here you can write reflection uh, through xy plane. For example, we'll choose xy and we'll end up with final orientation. So what will happen when you are going to perform sigma xy reflection on any initial molecule, coordinates of that initial molecule will change by this way. So x2 and x1 will not change. Even y2, y1 will not change because this is the plane. X and y is the plane. Only z will change, or say revert we can say, and it will come minus z1. So in equation only this change will happen, and we have to perform change over here also, minus 1 z1. So where is the change? Again here you have to write minus, and final matrices will be sigma xy minus 1. So 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 minus 1 will be the matrices for sigma xy plane. This is this is too simple to understand. When there is a xy plane, z will be in a negative sign, or inverted we can say, or changed its coordinates. That way we have to explain. If it is xz plane, y will be negative. Okay, when it is xz plane, instead of xy xz, then here minus y will come, minus 1 will come for y. When it is yz plane, x will come negative. Okay, so for example, if I have to write for xz plane, I'll write this is for xz, then this will be positive but y will be negative. This is matrix for sigma xz. If it is yz, instead of s, again this will be positive, only x will be negative. So minus 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 will be the matrix for sigma yz plane. Okay, next inversion matrix. Instead of sigma, we'll do I matrix, center of inversion. So here it will be diagonal reflection, all of you know, I. So what will happen in inversion, all of you know, diagonal elements will get exchanged, right? And when we talk in terms of x, y, z, everything will get inverted. I mean x, y, z all will be in negative sign. So here you can write minus, minus and minus here. So all three signs will be, and here what is the matrix? Minus 1, minus. So minus 1 0 0 0 minus 1 0 0 0 minus 1 will be the matrix for I, center of inversion. Now we'll go for CN matrix. Okay, that will be with respect to, definitely it's a rotation, it's not reflection. So you can write Cn and rotation. So for example, if it's 1, that means C1 is what? C1 is 360 rotation. Okay, so what will happen? It will be a identity operation. That means all this will be like identity, everything. Okay, and what will be the matrix? Again plus 1 plus 1. So we'll remove this sign so that it will be easy. It will be like identity matrix 1 0 0 0 1 0, and final will be C1 1 0 0 0 1 0 and 0 0 1. This will be 360 rotation. Now if this rotation is C2, for example, I mean 180 degree, I'm not going to detail about drawing and all. I will simply just tell you that when there is a C2Z rotation, then definitely when you are going to rotate, for example, water molecule through 180 degree, what happens? X and Y will get inverted, and even Z will remain as a positive. So here it will come minus minus, minus minus. So minus minus, this will be positive. So C2 Z, if it's along Z, minus minus, and Z will be plus 1. So this is C2 Z operation. Now when we do SN operation, for example, actually I have done here C2Z operation with product of sigma h xy, and we have done prove that S2 is equal to I, center of inversion. Okay, this we have solved by group multiplication table also, and even in by molecular geometry. Similarly, we can perform with matrix also. If you have product of C2Z and sigma h xy, you will end up with center of inversion. So this is the answer. Now likewise, if we have to do binary product for any point group, for example, we will go for water molecule. Okay, due to power failure, we'll just end up with conclusion. When we perform product of C2Z into C2Z, so just look at this matrices, minus 1, 0, 0, 0, minus 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. This is the matrix for C2Z. And if we do product of similar matrix, that means minus 1 will come 1, minus 1, again here it will come 1, and 1 into 1, it will come 1. So it will be just matrix of identity. So when we perform product of matrix of C2Z into C2Z, product is identity. Similarly, C2Z, this matrix into sigma V xz. So here only, you can just do the product of these two. C2Z, product of sigma V xz. Okay, this is not sigma h, this is sigma V. Okay, so minus 1, 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, plus, and 1, 1, 1. So what it will be? It will be minus 1, 1, 1. So that will be sigma V yz. Answer is. So when we do product of matrix of both C2Z into sigma V xz, we'll end up with sigma V yz. And last, sigma V xz into sigma V yz, these two. If we do perform product of these two, that means 1, minus 1, minus 1. Minus 1, 1, minus 1. And 1 into 1, 1. So this will be the answer when we do product of sigma V xz into sigma V yz matrix. We'll end up with C2Z. That's it.